Good evening, everyone. I'm Neha, Ambassador of Change for GETI, the most global education and training institute founded and conceptualized by Dr. Sunita Gandhi with the vision of disrupting education, the education movement as we know it. We also organize pre-service and in-service training for teachers so that they can help us spearhead this disruptive education movement. Under the same banner, we also organize Deep Talks where we invite policymakers, educators, bureaucrats, and researchers from around the world to discuss various best practices in education with us. And today, this evening, I'm very honored and thrilled to have amongst us Mr. Amit Bajaj, who is a Google certified trainer, a CBSE master trainer, an AIEF resource person, a senior educator for mathematics based at CRPF Public School, Ruheni in Delhi. Sir will be condensing his rich experience and talking about Google for education, a very important topic for teachers, students, and parents. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this evening. A very warm and hearty welcome to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me to the GETI platform. I'm very happy and excited to be here. My best wishes to the team GETI and Ambassador of Change, who are doing such a wonderful work to support the educators all around the globe under the able guidance of Dr. Sunita Gandhi, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
So, without wasting any time, let me begin my presentation.
I'll
Can
just
you
add it
please
to the
bring on
screen.
the screen? Yeah, please.
It's on the screen. You can open the presentation now.
Yeah. So, is it visible
Thank you, sir.
now?
Yes, sir, absolutely visible.
Okay, so the topic for the presentation is enhancing the productivity using Google Workspace for education. So what all is covered during this 1 hour presentation, the objective of the session, the brief intro to the various free apps offered by Google Workspace for education, Google apps like Doc, Sheets, Slides, Drive, Classroom, Meet, etc. with their utility in the online classroom teaching. And the demo to describe how these apps integrate together to make the teaching learning process more interesting and engaging. 21st century learning skills, we always talk about 4 C's, which are critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. So, for critical thinking is finding the solutions to the problem, and there are a multivariate solutions. A problem may have number of solutions. We are looking for a creativity among our students, thinking out of the box, collaboration, working together, the team building, the teamwork, and communication, conveying the ideas clearly and effectively. So, what are the benefits of the digital classroom? For the past 1.5 year, all the teachers, the whole teaching community is online, and they are making best use of the digital classroom scenario. Some of might be using the Google Classroom, or some of might be using a Microsoft Team, or WebEx, or Zoom, etc. So, digital classroom actually helps prepare students for globally connected and technology-rich world, the 21st century skills as we're talking about. It provides us the opportunities for the digital collaboration, and the students are given a voice and choice and a platform which gives them the ownership of their work, which is very, very important. And teachers can personalize education and give individual feedback to students. I'll be demonstrating how this can be made very easily using the Google Classroom. And technology will support teachers and not replace them. So this is very important point. Even now, definitely the whole India or the whole world is in physical teaching learning mode, but at the same time, it is not going to reap the situation what has happened. It is not going to replace the teachers. So it can only supplement our teaching. So why Google Workspace for education? Specifically, why I'm referring to Google. So there are certain things like Google for Education Fundamentals is free for all qualifying schools. It also offers some of the affordable plans, but I will not focus on that. My main agenda and focus will be on the plans which are offered by Google for free. And it helps in developing the 21st century skills. It's secure and reliable, works smart, and it's of course referring to the modern teaching. It's very easy to understand and use, and you get recognition. I'm referring to the teachers in the school community. And currently, more than 13 crore teachers and students across the globe, they are using the Google tools in education. So there are four different editions offered by Google Workspace for Education. My focus would be on the Google Workspace for Education Fundamentals, which is, as mentioned, free for the schools. So there are different plans like Google Workspace for Education Standard, then the Learning Upgrade, and the Education Plus. So what all benefits in the fundamentals, as mentioned, the free plan, you have the collaboration tools like Classroom, Doc, Sheet, Slides, communication tools like Meet, Gmail, and Chat, the data loss prevention for Gmail and Drive, and they can be used in compliance with the various government rules as laws. I'll not focus on the remaining parts because they're the paid plans. We can always talk about that in future. But what are the qualifications for a school to get the Google Workspace for Education? So if you are a K-12 school or you are having your higher education institute or a university, so qualifiers, few of the examples, sample examples, like say the school name is Park Elementary School and you have your official website, Park Middle School, High School, or School District, Technical College, Park Community College, say the Park University, and who are not qualified. Maybe say something like related to the student organization, sports team, clubs, third party ID providers, and driving school, park church. So these are certain examples which are not qualifying for the Google Workspace for Education. So I'm sure those who are the viewers of this program, they are definitely lying in this category, those who are qualifiers. So if you are not using Google Workspace of Education, you must apply for it. I'll be sharing the links for the same at the end of the session. So Google Workspace for Education, it helps in gaining the confidence with digital learning strategies and specifically Google tools. It facilitates and inspires student learning and creativity. It creates a paperless classroom and hence saving the environment. Make the classroom more engaging and interactive and reduce the workload. Initially, for the teachers, it may be a little bit time consuming, but once you have curated, you have created your all the resources and kept them all together in your Google Classroom, which is a hub for your learning resources. In long run, it will be very easy task for you to go about it. Then collect the data and increase feedback loops. Learn how to find answers and support. It also helps in increasing the digital citizenship and digital literacy among the students in a classroom. It increases the efficiency and really save our time. And it helps us in engaging in the professional growth and becoming a digital leader, as now I'm presenting as a Google certified trainer. So there are different steps. The basic step is becoming a Google certified educator level 1, then becoming the Google certified educator level 2, and then you can aspire to become a Google certified trainer. So there are other options which are also available for the educators. So if you haven't explored that, I'll be again sharing the links with you. It also helps to establish the network with thousands of teachers across the globe who are experts in the digital learning. So if whenever I have any issue, any concern related to the technology, I am now in touch with thousands of the educators around the globe. I just need to send them an email or I can contact them using the Twitter, and they are always supportive and helping and guiding all the educators. And the indirect benefits of having the Google Workspace for Education. Some of you might be using or heard about the Loom software. It's a recording website. So you can record your screen. That is provided. Loom for Education is provided free for those who have this Google Workspace for Education. Even the Canva for Education is offered to the teachers who have this account. And that actually helps for designing the websites, apps, and various presentations as well. So Google Workspace for Education, there are the certain tools will help in collaborating anywhere. So you might be aware of this icon. This is your Google Drive, your Google Docs, Sheets, Sites, Google's Forms, then Google Slides, and this is Jamboard. And then you can communicate using the Gmail, chat, and Google Meet. Then you can manage your classroom with ease, and that actually referring to specifically Google Classroom, wherein you can distribute the assignments, you can distribute the give the quizzes and provide the feedback. You can manage all your tasks using the Google Calendar, Task, and Keep. And as an admin, you have the option of admin panel, wherein you can always add the student, you can manage all the devices, and configure the security and settings so that your data is always safe and confidential. So these are certain more apps. I already talked about Drive for Docs, Sheets, Slides, Form, Classroom, Google Meet. Then you must be using Google Chrome, Keep, YouTube, Google Earth, followed by, say, Blogger, or maybe the Jamboard, or maybe a Google Scholar, Google Books, Translate, Google Maps, and so on. So there are a lot many options provided by Google, and they all help in connecting, creating, and collaborating with each other. And the best part is they all integrate with each other, which means Gmail, Forms, Docs, Sheets, Slides, they all can be integrated all together. A form can be linked with a Google Docs, a Docs can be linked with some sheet, it can be linked with some slide, and so on. And if I make a certain change in, say, one document, it will be automatically get reflected into the Google Slides or the sheets wherever it is being referred to. So online integration is very easy and seamless when I use Google Apps. And it's very easy for teachers to manage their classroom and also for students to keep a track of their work. So as mentioned, students can collaborate with each other. Even the teachers can, of course, can collaborate with each other, with their teammates, with their department members and the other staff members. They can all comment in a live manner. They can share the work. I'll be focusing on this part specifically. And the best part is, since everything is on the cloud storage, so my workspace saves automatically. I don't need to locate and save my work to the desktop or my laptop. So everything is stored on my Google Drive, and that too automatically. And not only on your laptop, maybe you're using your mobile phone or you're using your tablet, everywhere you can have the access on the go. So whatever change you make in your, maybe using your laptop, maybe next day you want to check out that using your mobile phone, so that is also available, because all these apps have their mobile apps as well, and they all sync very easily. Let me now begin with few demonstration, talking and starting with Google Chrome, which is fast, streamlined, and secure. Check this out. So I'm sure everyone is using Google Chrome. So it helps in creating, managing, searching, and editing the bookmarks. As you can see at the top, Google, the ICT links, I have created few folders. So one can create the folders, as you can see, my social, my Twitter handle, my Facebook, Insta, my website, YouTube, my Gmail, my blog, everything is kept under one folder like this. And maybe it's related to my Google activities, as I am the founder and leader of GG Daily West. So all the related stuff is in this, and they all the files are on the cloud storage only. So I don't need to search for them. Even say if I have many sessions, all the sessions, everything is available over here. So it's my personal library, my personal files. When I click on any of the file, I can simply check that out. So isn't it very easy to use the idea of having your bookmarks, folders, and the files as well? At the same time, you can see at the top, there are small icons at the, when you see my social is written over here, just above that, you can see certain small icons are there, which are referred to as my Chrome extensions, which are available freely using Chrome Web Store. So they are the soft, small program that helps in customizing my browsing experience. I'll be sharing the link with how you can explore that. So check out the idea. When I click on this, confetti, I have to change my layout of the presentation, then only this will work. So can you see this? So say you have a small kids, you are celebrating their birthday and in a online classroom mode, right? So you just once click on it and you can always celebrate, or if some student has given the correct answer, so kind of a reward and recognition can be given using this confetti. So you can see there are lot many extensions which I am actually using for annotation purpose, or maybe say there's a Kami extension, or there is another extension for a color picker, my save to Google Drive, for saving my Google Meet attendance, or maybe I'm using Mote also. This is for the audio recording, voice notes, and Loom for education for the screen recording. So these are certain samples ideas. There are lot many other options which are available for the educators. So when you start using them, you start exploring them, you will have a better idea about these. So let me now start talking about the Google Drive. You all can see when I go to a new window, this is my new window, new tab. So here you have your Gmail images and these 9 dots. These 9 dots actually refer to the Google Apps, also referred to as a WEFL. When I click on this WEFL, I have the options to go to my Drive, the YouTube, Calendar, Classroom, Gmail, and lot many apps which are offered by Google. So these are few many more applications. And if you can't see one of the applications which you are really looking for, you can check out on more from Google Workspace Marketplace. So they are all free. You can easily use, and you just need one Gmail account. And one Gmail account gives you a storage of 15 GB, which is a fair enough space. So let me show you my Google Drive now. When I click on the Drive icon, can you all see this? My Google Drive on the left hand side. So this is a place where I can upload my all the files. Even if I might say Microsoft Word document or a PowerPoint or Excel or PDFs or the video files, all the files can be uploaded here. Not only a file, I can even upload a whole folder. So as you can see at the bottom, 8.5 GB storage is used, and I'm using this my personal Gmail account for almost past 15 years, 15, 16 years. And then only it's only half of the storage space is being used. Then you can have options. Say when I click on new, I can have a folder, or I can upload a file, I can upload a folder, I can create the Google Doc, sheet, slides from here itself, or there are multiple options as well. Now you can see there are a lot many folders which I have colored over here. So when I say check this out, one of the folder say colored with green, this is one of my folder mentioning as 12th 2021-22 my classroom teaching PDF. When I click on it, you can check it out. It contains all my classroom teaching notes. So these are all the PDFs. So whenever I have taught some specific topic, I have uploaded all those PDFs, every classroom lecture on this particular, in this particular folder. And when I right click on it, you will see we have the option for share and get link. When I click on share, you just need the email IDs of your students. You just enter the email IDs and the files will be shared with all of your kids. At the same time, you can check out there is the option as it's showing as editor. When I click on it, I can make the person as the viewer only. So they can view the file, but they cannot edit it. Or they can only comment and view the file, but they cannot edit. And if I want someone to be a collaborator with me, that can be a person can be made as an editor who can organize, add, delete, and edit the files at the same time. This is one way. The other way around is Look at the bottom. Say you don't want to share, enter the email IDs of your students. You just want to share it with them so that they can view it. As of now, anyone on the internet with this link can view. When I click on this, anyone with the link is a viewer, or I can again make anyone as the editor. So anyone as a viewer, let me copy that link and let me share that link with Neha ma'am, so that if you can share this link in the chat box so that viewers can have the on hand experience that now they are able to check out all the files available in this particular folder. If my some of the files are important, I can always star them, and even I can delete them. So these are very simple options. Say I have my resume over here. When I right click, lot many options are available, out of which one of the important is add to start. If something is very, very important, I'm using it more frequently, I can always add that to the start, or I can even change the folder color. So let me change the folder color to say blue. So it is now reference to, so my resume, and the folder color is blue. The whole folder can be shared. A single file can also be shared. You can see at the bottom, these are the lot many files over here. When I right click on any file, I will see the similar options as well. So that's the basic idea about using Google Drive, wherein you can have your Google Doc, sheets, slides, forms, drawings, sites, and so on. You can create and manage your folder. You can create, access, and organize your files. Even you can work with the Office, Microsoft files, and other non-Google files. As mentioned, you can always upload your maybe some audio file, some video file, or maybe some PDF documents. You can always work with them. You can convert from one format to other. You can search the file very easily. So you can see on over here, once you work, you will have thousands of files, so it will be very, very difficult to search for a file you're looking for. You have the option for search in the file. Click on any options, say PDFs, and then type the name of the file, so those files only will be available. So search option is again very, very useful. Even we have the advanced search options available. So I'll not focusing on that. Then you can always share files with a specific people. Even a link can be shared. uh, of course, the time is only 1 hour, 1 hour, 5, 10 minutes. So lot many things are there. So that's a ocean of information which cannot be covered in that brief session. So I'll be focusing briefly on each app for just say 5, 6 minutes. So next, let me talk about the Google Classroom. It's very similar to our normal physical classroom. So what exactly can be done by the educators? So educators can create their class, they can connect with the students, they can distribute the assignments, right? So you have created your PDF assignment or any Word file assignment that can always be assigned to the students, a group of students, the whole class, or even to the individual students. Their personalized assignments can also be assigned. You can grade and send the feedback, and you can see everything in the one place. That is very, very important. And what students can do in your Google Classroom, they can of course join your classroom using a simple code which you share with your students, and you can interact with students. They can attempt the assignment shared by the teacher. They can access the resource material, maybe say web links, YouTube links, or other teaching PDFs as I have shown. They can get the feedback on the work done by them, and they can have year-long work in a one place. So everything date-wise, that is actually synchronized and assembled together in your Google Classroom. So let me quickly demonstrate one example of a Google Classroom. Okay. So this is my official account, my school account. So I have lot many classes or whichever classes I am teaching. So you can see 11C 2021, 22, and so on. And these are my classes which I taught in the last session. So even their work and every grade, marks, everything is recorded and stored over here. So let me quickly show you one sample. There is one classroom. So when I go to my classroom, you can see there is the option of stream, wherein students can write or teachers can share their ideas. Then classwork is most important, wherein you can see on the left hand side panel, these are the topics which I have created chapter wise, and these are the various assignment which I have shared with my students. And how one can create the assignment, at the top of this classwork you see the option of plus and then create. When you click on this, you have the option for creating assignment or a quiz assignment. Quiz assignment refer to your Google form. So I'm sure most of you have already used Google form. Then questions material can be actually posted, wherein there is no deadline. It's just for the reference for the student, the study guide or material resources. Then you can reuse the post also. Maybe in the last batch or 2 years back, I have created one assignment and shared with my class 11 students. I want to reuse that post. So I just need to click on this reuse and I can search that post, and that can be assigned over here. So when I click on assignment, I can give the name of that assignment, I can give the instructions, and you can see there are a lot many options. I can attach the file from my Google Drive. I can upload the file, I can share the or attach some link, even a direct YouTube link. I can click over here and I can search YouTube inside my Google Classroom itself. So let's say I'm looking for some video related to hybrid learning or related to any topic which you are teaching. You just click on it, search for the video, and whichever video you find is useful, just choose that video. Before adding that video, you can watch that video also, right? So and then click on add video. So at the right hand side, you will see the option for assign, but there is a small triangle. When I click on this, I can assign it as of right now, or I can schedule it. Maybe say I'm assigning some test, and that test I want student to attempt tomorrow at 9 a.m. So scheduling of that can be done. So tomorrow, 24th February, maybe say tomorrow at 9 a.m. So that scheduling can also be done. At the same time, I can always even add the due date, the marks, assign the marks to this, topics can be assigned. So lot many things can be done. Again, when I go to my people tab, all the students who are right now in my classroom, they are available, and the grade option provides me the options for the total marks scored by them. So I have assigned maybe unit test 1, unit test 2, 3. The midterm examination was there, maybe online or offline. So their marks are being added in my Google Classroom, and Google automatically grades. So it already automatically calculate their average score. So everything will be done automatically. I'll not show the whole marks and everything because my official account. Okay, so that's the basic idea of using the Google Classroom. So there is a class code. You just need to share this code with your students. You can use any media, maybe on WhatsApp, or maybe you can email to them, and they can always join your classroom. There's the option for when I come to my classes, you will see there's the option at the top plus sign. As a teacher, I have to create a class, and when students come over here, they need to just join class and they need to enter that specific code, and they will be the part of your classroom. I've already talked about these things: inviting the student, creating the assignment, adding the links and videos, adding the drive files, so that all students can easily submit their work. There is an inbuilt application inside the mobile app also of Google Classroom. Student just need to click and that file will be converted into a PDF or the image format and it will be shared with the teacher. Students can view and then use the Classroom app on mobile phone and tablets also. And I can even create a copy for the e-student that I missed, but that is very, very important. As I already talked about this earlier also, it's not required that one assignment for all the students. One assignment created and I can share a copy of assignment for each student. So I have to create only one assignment, but there's the option for copy for each student. So if let's say there are 50 students in my classroom, all 50 students will get their own assignment, personalized assignment with their own name. And there is a classroom folder which I can access and check out their work individually. I can always send a private message in the classrooms to the students or a common message using the stream as well. Next is very related to your Microsoft Docs. So this is Google Docs. So what can I do using the Google Docs? You can create and edit documents. Multiple people can work at the same time. And this is very, very interesting. I'll be giving a demo. In fact, 50 persons at the same time, they can work on a single file. Maybe it is your Google Docs or your Google Slides. So 50 persons, if they have given the access, they can simultaneously edit the content of that document. So you can see people's changes as they make them, and every change is saved automatically to the cloud in your Google Drive only. And as already mentioned, you can even upload your MS Office files directly into the Docs, or you can download your this document file into the Microsoft Docs format. So let me give you a quick demo of the same. As I was mentioning, how to create, share, and collaborate. So collaboration is very, very important. It's a 21st century skill which we always focus on. So as you can see, this is my Google document. So a humble request to all the online audience, if you can simply write your serial number, your name, and your state, so that would be appreciated. I'm sharing the link. On the top right side, you can see as of now, this file is private to only me. But once I click on it, I have the option to add the email, or at the bottom, restricted only people edit can open this file. Let me change this and make everyone as the editor. So let me click on editor and copy the link. And I'm sharing that link with the Neha ma'am. Ma'am, if you can share that link with the live audience. Okay, I think she's not here, or Neha ma'am. Okay, so no problem. So the basic idea is, if you got an access to this specific link, what is going to happen? You all will see that you all will be able to type. So if one person is typing in, say, first row, another person at the same time can start typing in the second row, another in the third row, and so on. So that way, 50% altogether can work. So imagine a situation, you are having your one maths department and there are, say, 15 members in your department. So HOD has created this document, and then you're looking for a brainstorming, or you're creating your lesson plans, or maybe say your annual pedagogical plans, you're creating that. So that way, you all 15 members at least of the same department, you can always brainstorm and can work together on this using Google Meet. So you create one Google Meet. Oh, that's great. So someone has already joined. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Melinji. So that way, the person can easily, so you can see anonymous person is typing. As of now, I am using my personal account. So therefore, you will see the option as shown as the anonymous. But if you use, say, Google for Education Fundamentals, that is, and if you are using the organizational account, you will see the name of your all the department members and the teachers who are working on the same presentation. And at the same time, this is very very important, you can see last edit was made by this. So some person has did something which I really don't want, so some mistake has happened, just click on it and you will see all the versions of this file. So if I want to go back to the previous version, I can always restore this particular version. So someone has accidentally deleted someone else's work, I can always revert back to the previous work. So no work loss is there in journal. And say now I just want that people should not type. So what exactly I can do? I can simply click on this link and from editor, I can make them as a viewer. So now the people can only view this file. So even someone if has started typing, now they will not be able to type on this particular document. This is another very important feature, translate the document. So let's quickly check this out also. This is one of my Google document, a sample document. So my country, India. So I say somehow got this from Google, right? Google search and I found some document. I want this document to be translated into say Hindi or maybe say some other language. So click on tools. Everyone, please check this out. This is very important and interesting as well. Click on tools. You have the option for translate document. Click on translate document. You have the option for choose a language. Click on choose a language and you can see from Arabic to Bengali to Chinese to Dutch and so on. So more than 100 languages are provided by Google. So you can always whichever language you want. So because I can understand English or Hindi, so let me look for Hindi. Okay, click on Hindi and click on translate. Depending on the length of the document, it will take only 3-4 seconds. On here is your document. The whole document is now converted into Hindi language and you can read it out. So 99% you can be sure that this is a correct translation done by the Google itself. Let me also talk about the voice typing feature. This is again very very important when I'm creating my question paper. This is very helpful specifically for the language teachers. So maybe you're a Hindi or English teacher, there's the option for voice typing. Click on voice typing. On the left hand side, the default mode is English only. When I click on click to speak, India is my country and I'm proud of my country. I'm proud of my country's tradition, cultural sentiments, values of life, and will always be. It is the seventh largest and large country in the world. India is the second largest and most dense populated country in the world. So you can check this out. So whatever I have spoken, it's being typed over here. And let me check out, can I do it in Hindi also? So now when I go to tools, you have the option for voice typing and under the language, it's automatically detected that my document is in Hindi. So Hindi is being seen over here. Let me click on it and start speaking. भारत मेरा देश है और मुझे अपने देश पर गर्व है. मुझे अपने देश की परंपरा, सांस्कृतिक भावनाओं, जीवन मूल्यों पर गर्व है और हमेशा रहेगा. भारत दुनिया का 7वां सबसे बड़ा देश है. भारत दुनिया का दूसरा सबसे बड़ा और सबसे घनी आबादी वाला देश है. So that way you can always translate on, sorry. So you can always have a voice typing. When you click on this language tool, please check this out. When you click on this, again, Lot many different languages are possible. So even you can speak and type in Urdu, and then Nepali, Marathi, Gujarati, Bengali. So lot many options are available. Sanskrit teachers, they always are asking for it. So Google definitely is listening and they are working so that in future you might be able to type in Sanskrit as well. And they are using the artificial intelligence approach for the same. Also, I would talk about add-ons. As you can see in this document, as you can see in this document, I have the option for add-on. So add-ons are very small software programs and they work only in my Google Docs, because I can add them from the Google Docs itself. I can get add-on from here. So what is the purpose? Let me demonstrate that using one simple example. Just to save the time, okay, let me select the whole document and click on add-on, and you will see there are a lot many add-ons which I generally use. Being a math teacher, I use a GeoGebra or Hypatia for math typing, and there's an option Plagium. So plagiarism checking is done by this. When I click on this and check the selection, now it is searching the whole web and it is checking out the plagiarism if I have done. So imagine a situation, your students have submitted their project work. So and you wanted to make sure that whether it's their original work, originality, or whether they have copied this work from XYZ resources. So it is checking, and you can see it is now telling me that about 2.4% is taken from this specific website, from here and here. So you can see, because the original document was actually in Hindi, I translated that into English. But if I go to the maybe say the Hindi wala document, therein it might show me that that is copied and it's 95% also. So that way plagiarism can be checked in my Google Doc so easily. And this is one of the sample example which I have shown. So there are hundreds of the add-ons which are available. So we can collaborate in a Google Docs. Feedback can be also given. Say student has submitted this work. When I select any text, you can see there is the option of plus icon, add comment and suggest edit. I'll explain add comment. When I click on add comment, you will see there is the option add a comment. So I can write elaborate it. So this is, and then I can comment on this, right? Or at the same time, I can even add the email ID of the student or a specific person to whom I am referring to, and I can assign this task and I can click on assign. So the person whose email ID is mentioned over here, that person will get the email that I am requesting to elaborate this particular word, or even, of course, I can select the whole paragraph and then I can assign that task. Then Google Sheets. So we can share the Google Sheet with each other, and lot many things can be done. It's very similar to our Microsoft Excel, but lot many other interesting features are available as protecting sheets and range. I'll be talking about that, and for that let me open two different files and give you one demo. Since I am now opening my school account examination department website, so I need to log in using my official account only. So even if the link of the website is shared with anyone, no one will be open to it unless the one with whom I have shared this link in my school department only, right? So as you can see, my school and examination department website is there. It's loading, and at the same time teachers have say entered the marks of the students. So we share the Google Sheet. So at the bottom, you can see 6th A, 6th B, 6C, and 6D, and so on. So I have hidden the name of the students over here, right? And this is my last session batch website, right? So 6th day student has scored marks, maybe say in English, first roll number has scored 68, and so on, marks in Hindi, math, science, social science, and so on, and the grades in the different subjects. If I say click on any of the marks, please check this out. This is very important. A feature of the official account, when I right click, I have the option of show added history. So who has entered these marks? So I will see the name of the teacher, on which date, at what time, and what addition or deletion is done by that specific teacher. So when I click on this marks, right click and show added history. So that can always be visible over here with the name of the teacher as such. Now, this is my say date sheet and planner, the sitting plan, and let me go to say 6 to 8 marks. So this particular website has the access only to me, my academic head, and my principal. That's it. Because I am head of examination department, so I have shared the link only with 2 people, right? So now you see the class 6 mark list is over here at the bottom. Here is 6th. So this is the same sheet which is shown over here. 68, then 60, then 68, and so on. The first student has scored 68 marks. Let me assume teacher has entered marks wrongly and there is some correction required. And say the marks were actually 65. So let me just make it 65 and come back to my site and refresh this. So check this out. What is going to happen? Within a fraction of a second, the change will take place in my website at the same time. So can you see over here? Some marks are being edited and it's become 65. So this list is shared with the only 6 teachers. Say 6 days, 6 teachers are teaching. If these are the marks to be entered by the English teacher, the English teacher can access only this particular row, or sorry, this particular column. So that teacher can edit the marks entered over here. He or she cannot edit these marks. That can also be done. So that's again require a lot of time for understanding. So I'll not cover that, but I can always protect my specific rows, columns, and the whole sheet as such. So that can always be made possible. So as I was showing you one of the Google site, you can check it out. This is one Google site and it's totally free. So you can see at the top, the name of this is sites.google.com. It's starting with sites.google.com. So this is my official say examination department website. Now let me quickly show you one another sample of a Google site. So I'm sure everyone know that it's very important to have your own digital e-portfolio, or you can have your Google site. So my Google website, and as one of my GG website, I'm opening that. So it's a web builder and hosting platform that makes creating a website within a Google Drive, and it takes a very lesser space in your Google Drive at the same time, because most of the things they are links only, and it's very user friendly, drop and drop and insert content application. So you don't need to know the understanding of say some some language, some computer language is required, not at all. You can create very engaging and high quality websites for free and very easily at the same time. It's taking some time. Neha ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, absolutely audible.
Okay. Probably my site is not working. Oh yeah, page is not working.
Page not working.
Okay, maybe some network issue over here. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah. So as I was talking about, say this is one of my say maths website. I'm a maths educator, so I have created this website and I haven't taken help from anyone. So I have created this site, sites.google.com. So that is of course fixed because this is freely offered by Google. You all can create such website and even a better website, right? So some of the non-routine and recreational mathematics, because this is one of my favorite topic. So I talk about these. So I have created lot many videos. I have uploaded all these videos on my YouTube channel and their links are provided over here. So about me, my online classes, the class resources, and my maybe say my social media presence. So lot many things all can be linked all together over here. So as you can see, now I am the recipient of a few awards. So as an e-portfolio that can always be created. So if someone is interested, so I can click on say my introduction. So long introduction. No one is interested in knowing lot many things about me personally. No problem. But therefore, I have kept this in a very short form over here. At the same time, there is another demonstration of my another website. Since my website is down as of now, or maybe some internet connectivity issue, I'll not talk about that. At the same time, you can see my online classes. When I click on it, it will take me to my resources shared by me with my students. So all my classroom video links or maybe PDF resources, they are all made available. And as mentioned earlier, I can easily add the content over here. So it's very easy actually. So get inspired and prepare your own website. Okay. uh, then some connective network connectivity issue is there. Give me a second. So similarly, we can always talk about the YouTube. So YouTube is a free video sharing website that makes it easy to watch the videos online, and you can even create and upload your own videos and share with your students or with specific people at the same time. Few years back, I had a perception that anything which is on the internet, maybe say a YouTube, so that is always accessible and visible to all the people in the globe. But that actually is not true. I can make my YouTube video private. That means though it is available on the cloud on my YouTube channel, but that can be only seen by me. Or I can make it visible by to be viewable by say only 10 people. So that can always be done. So I can always search and find content creator and videos using YouTube. I can filter my search by the playlist channels. I can save or bookmark a video which I want to watch later on. I can share the videos with the others. I can subscribe to the channel. So I'm sure everyone is doing that thing. So quickly, let me open my YouTube. So this is my YouTube channel, but instead of this, I'll go to directly youtube.com. So we all know we can always search YouTube. When I click over here, so say hybrid learning using Google for Education. When I click on it, it will give me lot many videos which are available over here. At the same time, you will see there is the option of filters. This is very important to understand whenever you go for an advanced search. You're looking for something very, very specific, because when you just type this on a YouTube, you will get thousands and thousands of videos. So what exactly are you looking for? So click on filters, upload date accordingly, then the type, whether you want a channel or a playlist or a movie. Duration of video is very, very important. The concentration time span of our students is less. So generally we prefer for a younger kids under 4 minutes, or maybe say that you have elementary or middle or senior students, go with 4 to 20 minutes video. And then you can have lot many other features. even sort by the view count or the rating. View counts mean whichever video is watched by maximum number of people around the globe. So definitely that is more reliable in journal, right? So let me choose one option, 4 to 20 minutes. So I will get all the videos only which have the length from 4 to 20 minutes. At the same time, even say I can go for the option of having the playlist. You have one option over here as a playlist. When I click on it, playlist. So you will see, maybe say this person has created a whole bunch of videos on the topic hybrid learning and having 11 videos. Can you see 11 videos over here? When I click on view full playlist, and you will have the access to all these videos. You can always subscribe from here, or you can just share this link with your students. Click on this icon. This is the icon for the share. So click on it and just copy that link and share with your students. Since you are not the owner of this playlist, so you cannot add or delete any videos from here. But at the same time, let's say you have created your own playlist, then at the same time you can always add the videos on this. So that can always be done, but since time is limited, I'll not focus on that. So you can even create and edit the cards, thumbnails can be created, then YouTube analytics can be checked, and one can always go YouTube live. Then I'm sure all the teachers have used Google Forms for their quick assessment of the student as the entry ticket or the exit ticket, or maybe say MCQs test. They were generally conducted using the Google Forms as such. So you can add or edit the different type of questions, maybe a one liner, maybe a short answer, maybe the MCQ type questions can be added, or checkbox type questions can be added, paragraph type questions. Even we can add the question based on YouTube videos, or maybe some image based questions that can also be added. Then I am presenting right now using my Google Slide only. So Google Slide is your presentation app. So we can make the interactive presentations using Google Slides. Again, you can have access, create and edit your presentation wherever you go. As already mentioned in the beginning, if say you are using Google Slides, so I always prefer to have the app of this Google Slides, which I've downloaded from Play Store. So I'm using that Google Slide app. So I can access this file using my mobile phone at the same time. And if I want to make certain changes, I can do it using my mobile phone also. So lot many things can be done. As mentioned, multiple people can work on the same slide. They can see the people changes. Automatically work can be saved. The similar type of a feature we already have seen in case of Google Docs. But at the same time, you will see in the option of insert, I can insert the image, text box, audio files from my Google Drive. The YouTube videos can also be inserted. Lot many shapes, table, chart, diagrams, and lot many options are provided by Google Slides over here. So again, the voice typing is also available in Google Slides at the same time. So I will skip few of the activities as you can see on the left hand side panel. Then there is another very important Google Keep. Google Keep is not directly a part of your Google for Education, but what exactly is Google Keep? It allows users to record your plain text notes and organize, edit, or share them with others using a suite of collaboration tools. So basic idea is I have opened my Google Keep. I have the the mobile app of the same. So as you can see on the left hand side, I have my reminder, some of the labels I have created. So I can search my notes over here, or I can start taking notes. So this is your note taking app in general, but more than that. So what exactly are works to do by me? So I have mentioned all my works. So I had my many sessions, or whichever work are completed, I just check them off. So that is one way I am using this. So this is my school say timetable, or maybe say I have something related to my introduction or my Google related file. So let me demonstrate one thing. So let me go to say Google. This is the labeling which I have created. So all the resources related to Google, so they are available. So when I click on any one of them, I have the access to these links and all these resources so easily. So I can even remind this. So reminder can be set. I can make the people as the collaborator. I can just click on it and add the email ID of the person, and they will have the access to this file. Background color can be changed. I can add the text to this. And there is one very interesting feature. Let me see if I have some image. Yeah. So check this out. As you can see, this is one of the image. This is one image file. This is one photo. I have uploaded this photograph in my Google Keep. And now when you click on these three dots, click on these three dots, and you have the option of grab image text. Just click on grab image text, and this is being added over here. So generally we cannot get the text from the image, but using Google Keep, and there are certain other Android software also, but Google built application is provided. I can get have this information with me. At the same time, we can also make use of Google Task. Also on the right hand side panel, you can see this is my Google Calendar, Google Keep option from here, and this is Google Task. So this is again a simple application used for making the to-do list in journal. Then, of course, Google Meet is very useful. We can have a Google Meet for online meeting using your personal account. 100 people can have a meeting, right? And earlier there was the option to record the meeting when you were using your fundamentals account, but now you cannot record the meeting if you are not using the paid account. But that is fair enough if you are having the interaction with 100 people all together using say Google Meet. You can even download your attendance or have the recording of the meeting, which is available in the paid account. Then again, Google Calendar can be used for creating the events. You can always share your calendar. So some of you might be getting the invites for certain meetings via Google Calendar. So you can customize the reminder notification. And even this is very interesting, you can check the availability of the other person and then schedule the meeting. Then, of course, Gmail, everyone is using. We have the advanced options. We can create the filters in the Gmail, the search options, and multiple labels can be applied in a Gmail. And Gmail has its inbuilt translate feature. So if I have received one email, maybe it's in English language, and I want to translate that in Hindi, so that is also available inbuilt inside the Gmail. Then we have the Google Groups also. Google Groups allows you to communicate with your colleagues by sharing a common email address. What does that mean? You create your one Google group and add the members in that Google group. So you need to add them only once. So let's say Gmail has a limitation of 500 emails in a one day. In one day you can send 500 emails to different person. But if say you have created your Google groups and which have say 2000 members, using Google group in a single click, one email can be sent to all those 2000 members. Then Google that Jamboard, that's your collaborative online whiteboard, and it available in the Google Meet directly. So it's your creative workspace actually. So what all can be done in using your Jamboard? You can have your brainstorm ideas. You can collaborate on the same jam and have a group work with your students. You can make poster. It can be used for storytelling or maybe the match the following type of activities. Since again that time I'm looking at the watch at the same time, so I'll skip that. So Google Earth, I'm sure it's social science teachers specifically they are using, but believe me, even the maths and science teachers can best make use of the Google Earth at the same time. So Google Maps you are using, but lot many other things are available using the Google Maps as well. So before I end this session, as promised, I am going to share the certain links. If there are educators who really want to become the Google certified educator, so I am sharing certain links inside the chat box. So Neha ma'am, please share all these links. So if the viewers wish to know more about these plans, maybe say Google Educator Level 1 examination, Level 2 examination, Google for Education resources, and this is very important, Google Teacher resources. Already many thousands of lesson plans are available, right? And if they are interested to know about Google plans, the qualifications, and how they can get the Google for fundamentals for their school, so that link is already shared.
Yeah, share it, no? I'm sharing.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So it's already 1 hour 5 minutes. So I'll end my presentation. I request all the viewers to kindly make best of all these basic free tools provided to all the educators at your best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very informative and very useful, full of resources kind of presentation that you've just given. And you rightly lived up to your topic, which is Google for Education, and providing so many topics and resources for teachers. Before we conclude, I would just like to ask one question, which would
Yeah,
be
please.
that um, these resources, like you were just going through the presentation, are a bit technical and technical for both the teachers and students. So, what would be your take on the importance of first training the teachers and students, both of them, before we, actually jump to using them at a regular basis for and integrating them with the education?
Okay, that's a very nice question, ma'am. In fact, 1.5 years ago, you recall the time the
Yeah.
pandemic started and the teachers were told to just start using all these type of tools, maybe using say Google Meet or maybe say the Zoom, etc. So at that time, there was no formal training which was given to the teachers as such, but they explored the resources, and the people like GETI or maybe say AIEF and the CBSE, of course, the NCRT, they have actually done lot many sessions, the in-service training programs. Some of the schools definitely they have provided such options to their teachers, but of course
Yeah.
it is on your own will. If you really want to adapt the technology, there are many teachers which even I met even today, they are not very much comfortable. Some of them say I am on my verge of retiring, so what's the need of using all these things? Or maybe some of them
Absolutely.
might say, and you might agree, okay, they may say pandemic will over, we'll have back to our physical classroom, then why
That's
should I
the point.
invest my time in all these things? But believe
That's
me, on them, the future is of not say only online, but yes, the hybrid and blended teaching learning process. So for that, teachers need to be trained for these, and there is a responsibility of the school administration. So such trainings are definitely required. So my school specifically, so we had say 3 4 training sessions for the same, where even the teachers were naive, they were not aware of using these fundamental the Google as such, but they were trained, so they were told the basic features. And of course, if you really are wish to learn about these things, you explore, and YouTube is the ocean. So you want to learn about say Google Forms, you just type Google Form basics, intermediate, advanced, and you will have lot many resources. Because there, recall maybe say 15 years back or 20 years back, there was a trend. People were confining their knowledge and information to themselves. But now, years back, the trend has been changed. The people want to share their knowledge and information with all. So, as you are doing, as I am doing, if I have learned something, I've explored something, I want to share my knowledge and information with the other teachers. So globally, thousands of educators are doing that. So all the resources are available on YouTube and other social media channel. So I would personally recommend all the teachers to follow such educators on maybe say Twitter or on the YouTube or Facebook, and subscribe to GETI specifically, because I have seen certain videos. I mean, when I was invited as a one of the presenter to GETI, I watched 2 3 videos and I was amazed to see the work done by the GETI team. That's hats off to you, actually, whatever you are doing for this education fraternity.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for that wonderful tip also, wherein you highlighted the importance of educating teachers and students so that they can actually efficiently carry on with Google education, which is actually such a blessing in disguise, I would say. Well,
Yeah.
uh, thank you so much for joining today, sir. Would you have any concluding or parting thoughts for the audience, parents, teachers, students, educators as well?
Yeah, already I have concluded, but yes, of course. So we are past. We had seen a very bad phase, and now the time is being changing. We are moving into the physical offline classroom mode, but definitely Google Classroom and other tools will be very very helpful when it is coming to the sharing of the resources with our students. So I would highly recommend and urge all the teachers to make best use of Google for Education tools. And even if your school is not going for say Google for fundamentals as such, you can even use your personal Gmail account to create your own classroom and then create the resources with your students. I always believe in the two mantras: sharing is caring, and let's learn and grow together. So that's what I'm looking forward, that if the teachers, they are the nation builder, and if they are preparing our present generation, the 21st century skills are to be taught, and what else other than the Google. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining today. Thank you so much. And hope you have a nice evening and hope to see you around
Yeah.
again soon.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
same. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.